In the late 1800s, stories started to circulate that a dragon had been spotted in the waters of Lake Orion, and over time that story grew, along with the size of the dragon. And today, Lake Orion's high school mascot is a dragon due to that legend. And in 2009, the Orion Art Center created the Dragon on the Lake Festival to celebrate its 30th anniversary, and like the legend of the dragon, the festival continues to grow every year. The event once again returned to Lake Orion with several events taking place on Friday, August 28th, and continuing throughout the weekend. Dragon on the Lake officially got underway with a party on the point on Friday evening. Now, this was the first time that the party returned to Pelton's Point since 2012, and guests included Chamber of Commerce members, event sponsors, and partners and supporters. Refreshments included beer, wine, and dragon juice, and there was live music and entertainment, including a thrilling jet ski show on Lake Orion. The party acts as a fundraiser for the Orion Art Center and the organization behind Lake Orion's Dragon on the Lake Festival.
This will give us the opportunity to supply kids with art classes, kids camp, and other things in the community that we do. Really, the Art Center, it's not just about art, it's about building a community and bringing a community together. Yes, to enjoy arts of all forms, whether it's us enjoying something here on the water with some music and some good food. All of it's basically about art, not just painting art, just the art of everything.
Attendees also had a fantastic view of the lighted boat parade. This annual event is organized by the Lake Orion Lake Association, and lake residents are encouraged to decorate their boats with lights. Some passengers even dress up in costume, and judges on a pontoon boat critique each entry, and cash prizes are handed out to the top three.
There's three categories. There's appearance, there's lighting, and then there's the decorations. We don't have a theme. The theme is open, so it's whatever anybody wants to do on their boat, and it's seemed to work real well. You will see a lot of dragons here tonight, so that seems to be an underlying theme because of our notorious dragon that lives on this lake. So.
Now, while the party at the point was going on, runners and walkers gathered in downtown Lake Orion for the start of the third annual OXLO 5K Run and Walk, which was sponsored by the Crittenton Medical Center. More than 100 participants from Oxford and Lake Orion assembled at the United Methodist Church on Flint Street and traveled throughout the historic streets of the village.
Good luck, have a great race!
The race benefited Help Kids Succeed, a program that provides school supplies and other necessities to students in the Oxford-Lake Orion area. Finishing first overall was Eric Lohr of Lake Orion with a time of 16:32. Finishing first among women was Sophie Novak, a 7th grader at Scripps Middle School, and Sophie finished with a time of 20:15 and 10th overall. The fun continued on Saturday as vendors set up tents in the heart of the downtown area. Visitors enjoyed art, music, and refreshments as they strolled along Finch Street and Broadway. Parking spaces along Broadway were reserved for aspiring artists who competed in the Chalk Art Challenge. Near the Art Center on Anderson Street, there are plenty of activities, including rides and games for the little ones in the kids zone. At noon, hundreds of enthusiastic participants lined the streets of the village for the first ever Dragon Love Lip Dub. Residents and community groups, dignitaries, and students all danced and sang along with the song Dragon on the Lake, which was recorded by Reggie Harrison.
Some little ladies that say they went out boating one day and they dropped an anchor down in Dollar Bay.
The entire performance was captured on video thanks to a drone provided by Orion Township, and the lip dub came to an end in Greens Park with a huge celebration.
The community lip dub that we did yesterday was a culmination of a lot of people coming together and planning out groups and skits and just being here and being part of the community. So it wasn't without a couple difficulties and a couple things that we didn't expect, but at the end of the day, I think it was fantastic. I was so happy that so many people came to be a part of it, and I think the Dragon on the Lake lip dub is something we can all be proud of. So we're watching for it.
Hundreds of people returned to Greens Park on Sunday morning for the start of the 6th annual Dragon Boat Race. An opening ceremony welcomed teams from all over Michigan, Ohio, and even Canada. A record 28 teams took part in this year's event. Last year's champions, the Island Bombers, announced that they could not form a team this year, so a new champion would be crowned in 2015. Each team boarded dragon boats along the dock to compete in 3 heats throughout the day. The times recorded during the first 2 heats were combined to determine the ranking for the 3rd and final heat. We talked to some of the teams who competed in this year's event.
We want it to be the best of the worst out there. So we are not the losers, we are the best losers. Yeah! And what a team effort from everybody here. And we're just so glad to be out here in Lake Orion supporting the Dragon Festival, getting together with friends, new friends. It's just a great time.
We worked together as a team and they kept the pace and they did great.
All right, and also just how much did you guys practice to get to this moment? Like, how much work did you put into it?
You know what? This is our first time doing the race. All of us.
Okay.
Yeah, first
You guys
time.
did such a great job, so I mean,
Thank you.
So I think this event will continue to grow, I believe. You can see it's getting bigger every year. We're adding things every year. We had the Party on the Point this Friday. Beautiful event to add to everything else that's going on. I said, from this little fundraiser for Lake Orion Arts Center some years ago, this has grown into a tremendous event.
I told them, leave it on the lake. The beer's at the end. And they rode their hearts out.
not part the lake, part the Lake of Orion, part the...
The wake of our boat
departed the seas, and you walked across to dry land there. All right, guys, you just won the Golden Paddle Award. How does it feel? And also the last race, how do you guys feel right now? Yeah! Awesome job, awesome job. What was
Big golden paddle.
There you go. How hard do you guys practice to win this award today?
Well, we practiced once yesterday. But it's all about what's up here, and a lot of my family and friends, they've been working hard and working out all year. They're all in great shape, so we just we wanted to come out and represent our company the best we could, win this back, or for the first time, I should say. But we're happy to be part of the chamber. I'm the president of the chamber as well, so it's great to be part of this organization in the community. So we're happy to be here. Glad we got fourth, but we wanted to get first, but we just.
Well, that's for next year, right?
Yeah, next year. It's a good practice, right? Absolutely. But my team's great. A lot of family, friends, like I said. Couldn't have done it without them, and we had a great time. So.
We worked hard all season.
Yeah.
We wanted it. We deserved it, so we went and got it.
All right,
Yeah.
and I know this one was for cash too, right? This was a
The Rotary Club
gives
donate $500 to the winner of that year's race.
Yeah. Love it. So congrats again.
Well, thank you. It's a good thing we didn't know that before the race.
Okay.
Well, actually, in Canadian, that's a lot more.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Community spirit. It's everybody weave together. Everybody has ownership of this event. Everybody loves it. But this is the team.
Way to go, Rock and Roll Dragons. Congrats, guys. Take it easy.
Rock and roll! Rock and roll!
Oh, it's a great family event.
Come back next year.
Come back next year. Yes.
All right.
Definitely.
The top three teams competed against each other in the final race of the day to determine the 2015 Dragon Boat Race champion. Lining up at the starting line were the Anahata Dragons from Lansing in Lane 1, Eurasis Dragon powered by Modernistic in Lane 2, and BYT CrossFit in Lane 3. And in a dramatic turn you couldn't possibly script, the skies opened up at the start of the race, and the teams battled against each other in a heavy downpour. The race was too close to call at the finish line, so judges had to look at the official video for the results. And as teams gathered around the leaderboard, it was revealed that the Anahata Dragons were the champions by 1 second ahead of second place, BYT CrossFit. The team from Lansing claimed the coveted Dragon Trophy.
This is our third year here, and each year we have not been successful, so we just kept wanting to come back. So this is one of our goals this year. And even though we weren't able to field a full team, we had people dropping out at the last minute. So doing this with partial teams makes it even more exciting, and in the slow lane. So I think we won.
Talk about how dramatic that final race was. That was crazy.
Somebody else sucked.
It was amazing. The rain falling down before the race and the start of the race and the whole thing was just, it was magic. It was great.
Did that damper your mood at all? Were you like,
just like practice.
We practiced in the rain, so that was a sign. That was a sign. That guy makes
all the time, almost every time.
no rain, no wind, no sleet. Wolves props to Anahata from winning the race. So way to go.
I just realized you're the first team not called the Island Bombers.
Oh, we know.
Oh, yeah.
You have bragging rights for the next year. Like, you're gonna talk about this for a long time, right?
This is a big milestone for our team. I mean, we're, we
we go into different races, but this one was sort of the one that we wanted to win this year, and we achieved it. So we're very happy. I'm very happy about that.
And we will see you guys next year, right? To reclaim your title.
This year's event is with 28 teams, is the biggest that we've ever had. And, you know, the park, it's great to see the entire park being filled and used. And it's never looked so good. And it is just, it's very inspiring to see everybody come together and, you know, celebrating our lake, our town, Lake Orion, and coming together, having a great time. And you have people just that would never meet, getting together and having a great time together.
Meanwhile, back at the Dragon Pub tent, the community gathered together for an awards ceremony and to bring the 2015 Dragon on the Lake Festival to a close. The Orion Art Center's William Letourneau announced the winners of the Chalk Art Challenge. Nicholas Harding's entry was named Best of Theme, and 18-year-old Catherine Pervin won a $100 cash prize for Best in Show, and 11-year-old Anna Payton won the youth category. The new president of the Lake Orion Lake Association, Brian McMinn, was on hand to announce the winner of Friday's Lighted Boat Parade, and awarded first place for the third time in 5 years was Hank DeSamper for his Dragon Disco Boat. The weekend's events wrapped up with Dragon Boat Race Director Rob Cavanagh handing out several awards. Stephanie Gearhart of Team Daisy Tough was named Best Drummer, and the award for Best Team Spirit went to the Orion Chamber of Commerce team for the second year in a row. The award for Best Costumes went to Team Stronger Together for the superhero-themed motif. And crown champion of the 2015 Dragon Boat Race was the Anahata Dragons from Lansing. It was the first time since the inception of the event that a team not named the Island Bombers was crowned champion. It was announced that after touring the state, the Dragon Cup trophy will remain in Lake Orion, where it will be displayed at the Orion Township Library until next year's event.
You know, it's great. I mean, that's one of the most exciting things is to be able to watch the community really come together in all different parts of the festival, whether it's, you know, the Party on the Point Friday night, the 5K run with a lot of people coming from out of town, whether it's Saturday night with the square pegs. It keeps getting bigger and bigger every year, and it's so great to see all the people. It's really kind of become the end of summer reunion for Lake Orion. And then, of course, the Dragon Boat races, bringing people from Ohio, 3 teams from Canada, a team from Dearborn, a team from Lansing. So hopefully we can continue to grow that and just bring all kinds of people to Lake Orion and really showcase our town. I mean, we spend probably a good 6 to 8 months putting everything together from beginning to end. And there's a ton of people that do so much. I'd like to thank the board, the members of the Arts Center, a lot of the volunteers, so many of the community groups that get involved. You can't do an event of this scope and scale without help from a ton of people. And so to everyone that helped out, thank you so much.
And what a weekend it's been. From Friday's 5K run to today's Dragon Boat races, it's all because of this building right behind me, the Orion Art Center, and all the work that they do to support and bring the community together. And we can't wait to look forward to what they bring to next year's event. Well, from Lake Orion, I'm Jonathan Jackson for ONTV News.